Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. In this video we will answer this Abdul. He posed this in the Filipino language. For sure I don't understand it. However, I went to see the verses. I know the verses and I'm not sure if the translation is accurate or not. However, I'm going to answer about what those verses is about. And what I guess this guy is trying to say, like, do you see in John chapter 8 verse number 59 that Jesus, he hid himself from the crowd? And maybe this Abdul, he want to tell you, he meant that Jesus, he is running away from people. In other way, Jesus is a coward. Let me tell you, Abdul, I want to say first thank you for posting this verse together, because the first one proving that your prophet is a filthy liar when he spoke about Jesus, that he is not divine. And you Muslims, you idiots, you keep asking Christians, can you show me where Jesus said he's God? But yet, when it is for your purpose and for your agenda, you post the same verse saying that and you ignore what the verse is saying. So let us go to the verse in English and read together. I wish I speak the Filipino language, but sadly I don't. Jesus said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham I am. So the Muslim, I'm not sure why he posted the first one, 58. I'm sure he do not meant to do so, but he have to maybe because he want to complete the sentence together. But by posting this, he just proved to us that the Messiah, his existence is long before of his birth, because before Abraham he was. And who is the one who was before Abraham? If you go and read the story of Moses, the story of God, all of it in the Bible, you will see God always speak about himself by saying I am. So it's not only he is saying before Abraham, he is saying I am, which means I am your Lord. So Jesus before Abraham. But what the interesting for the Muslim only, that Jesus, he disappeared between the crowd when they try to cast a stone of him. So the Muslim, they say to you that we respect Jesus, but they try to insult him by the same time, saying Jesus is a coward and he ran away from the crowd. Let me tell you something, Abdul. You're a prophet, he ran away always. Isn't you Muslims who say that your prophet, he ran away to Ethiopia? Is that because he's a coward? I'm sure he will say no. But he ran away very far. Not only away from Mecca, away from all of Arabia. He went to a Christian king, kissing the shoes of the Christian king, asking for asylum. And this is what you Muslims do when you go to Europe these days. So if you want to talk about running away, and that means that someone is a coward if you do so, as you try to make it, well, that's mean your prophet, he is the first to be called coward. Secondly, you will see that those people are not debating Jesus, they are throwing stones. They are a bunch of ignorance, and Jesus is not in their level to do so. What he wanted to do? Throw stones at them? Kill them? This is not what Jesus came for. So Muslims, they try to play smart, but the fact, each time they try to defeat Christianity, they prove Christ to be their Lord. And look at the differentiation between Jesus and the coward Muhammad. When the soldiers, they came to capture Jesus for the crucifixion, not just to throw stones, Jesus did not run away, because it was time to do what he needed to do. At this point here, those people, they are not really, just a bunch of idiots, and they are not the one who he can, let us say, they are not in his level. Their ignorance is making them do what they are doing. He is not even angry from them. Even the Jews, when they crucified Jesus, Jesus said when he was on the cross, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they are doing. But let us see if Jesus really is a brave person, he is a hero, or he is a coward. And let us study that from the Bible and from the Quran. But before we do that, remember, the Muslims, they say to you that we respect Jesus. However, they love to insult Jesus, and this is what they are trying to do. They are trying to say to you that Jesus Christ is a coward and he ran away. But if you ask any Muslim, he say, for sure we love Jesus, we respect Jesus. What are you talking about? But the fact they are the most people who hate Jesus ever, and the most people who insult him. Actually, they do not even know who is Jesus. Their prophet, the cheater, the corrupt man, he came with different name. His name is Isa. We don't know who is Isa. He said Mary is a sister of Harun. Mary is a sister of Harun? Yes. According to the Quran, Mary is a sister of Harun. But do you know who is Harun? Simply, Harun is the brother of Moses. Do you know what the difference between Moses and Jesus? Hundreds of years. So the stupid Muhammad, he believed that Mary, she is the sister of Moses and she is the mother of Jesus. This is how ignorant the one who made the Quran. I'm not going to blame Muhammad, by the way. Muhammad is just taking wrongly what people told him. However, let us go and see who is the coward and who is the brave. Muhammad, who ran away all the way to Ethiopia, and then after he ran away to Mecca. Remember, to Medina. Medina is a Jewish city. Muhammad, he ran to the Jews. So first he ran to the Christians seeking protection, then he ran to the Jews. And look how coward he is. After the Jews, they gave him homes, they gave him protection, they allowed him to live between them. When he got the strength, he killed them all. This is Muhammad, the coward. The coward is the one you invite into your home, and then when you are asleep, he slaughters you. That is Muhammad. Now let us go and see who is Jesus in the Bible first, and then we will see who is Jesus in the Quran. I want Muslims and all the Abduls, the pagans who kiss the black stone, who bow down to a stone, who walk around a stone, who bow down to a stone, who direct their prayer to a stone. It's called the black stone and the Kaaba. Pagan Muslims, listen to me. When the soldiers, they came to Jesus, soldiers, not a bunch of ignorants throwing rocks. Soldiers with swords. Soldiers who belong to the Roman army. Real soldiers. What Jesus did? Did he run away? Let us see what Jesus did. I want everybody to read with me. Actually, let me play for you an audio that will make it better.
Spoken these words, he went forth with his disciples over the brook Cedron, where was a garden, into the which he entered, and his disciples, and Judas also, which betrayed him, knew the place. For Jesus oft times resorted thither with his disciples. Judas then, having received a band of men and officers from the chief priests and Pharisees, cometh thither with lanterns and torches and weapons. Jesus therefore, knowing all things that should come upon him, went forth, and said unto them, Whom seek ye? They answered him, Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus saith unto them, I am he. And Judas also, which betrayed him, stood with them. As soon then as he had said unto them, I am he, they went backward, and fell to the ground. Then asked he them again, Whom seek ye? And they said, Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus answered, I have told you that I am he. If therefore ye seek me, let these go their way, that the saying might be fulfilled which he spake, Of them which thou gavest me, have I lost none. Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it, and smote the high priest's servant, and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. Then said Jesus unto Peter, Put up thy sword into the sheath. The cup which my Father hath given me, shall I not drink it? Then the band, and the captain, and officers of the Jews took Jesus, and bound him.
That's enough. You see Muslim Abdul who tried to insult Jesus? This is Jesus the Christ, the brave, not the coward in the Quran. Because now we will go to the Quran and we will see how the story of Jesus there, proving that Jesus the Muslim is the coward, not our Jesus. Jesus the Islam, the Muslim, is the biggest coward ever you can imagine. Because according to Islam, Jesus, he asked one of his disciples, Who want to take my look so I can run away? What? Are you proud Muslims? I thought you are trying to insult Jesus here. In Islam, Jesus, according to them, Jesus, he asked any of his disciples, who wanna take my look? Took my look, huh? And so I can escape. That is a cowardly behavior. He's asking his men to die for him. Who is the coward, Muslims? Read with me the story. Read with me the story of the coward Isa. Isa, the prophet of Islam, who they claim that he is Jesus. When the Jews they came to kill Jesus, according to Muslims story or Isa he asked, who is going to volunteer to make his image appear as mine and be killed in my place? What a coward story, you Allah. The coward Allah and the coward prophets of Islam, the hero, to be a hero in Islam is to ask someone to die for you so you can run away. Do you see who ran away, Abdul? Your potato Muslim story, the brave Isa in your book, is a coward who ran away, who asked people to die for him. Do you see how stupid when you say that Isa or Jesus in the Bible of the Christians ran away from casting stone? In here, he is running away from death. Not from somebody throwing a stone because he's a kid stupid like you. In here, he's asking people to die for him. In the gospel, Jesus said, take me and let those people go. Did you read it? Let us go back to the Bible. Do you see it? They asked, he told him twice who you are looking for. He said, it's me. He is not hiding. He said, it's not me. He said, it's me twice. And then he said to them, Jesus answered, I have told you that I am he. If therefore you seek me, let these go. Let them go and you take me. This is the brave Jesus, not the coward Isa. So when a Muslim, stupid Abdul, is speaking about Jesus or trying to say that Jesus he ran away, that is Jesus in your Quran, not in our Bible, ya Abdul. And your prophet, remember, ran away many times. Once he threw himself under the shoes of the Christians, the Ethiopian, asking for their asylum. And second time he went to the city of Medina, which is a Jewish city. Jesus is not a coward. He sacrificed himself. He said, let them go. And you will see that Peter, he tried to defend him. So he used his sword. Jesus said to him, put your sword down. Put your sword down. This is what the cup I want to drink. Jesus is not a coward like your prophet who hide behind the swords of his men. Jesus do not need swords of men. Jesus, he is the one who protect his men. Jesus is the one who protect you and me. Not like your prophet who hide between the legs of Aisha, the 6 years old, asking refuge between the Jews and the Christians, and later he killed them when he got money and enough swords to kill. That is the coward Muhammad, and this is the brave Jesus. So don't ever try to insult the Messiah, the Lord of Lords. This is not your prophet Abdul, and this is not Isa the coward Abdul. It's a cowardly behave to ask someone to die for you. It is unethical. It is a shame. It is filthy. It is disgusting. It is unfaithful behave. It is a proof that the one who is asking for that is fake. And this is why the story fit exactly perfectly with Islam, because Islam is a fake religion, and Allah could not save Jesus without asking someone else to die for him. This is how stupid the story in the Quran. So I hope the Abdul who made that statement did in that image, he learned his lesson, and now he know who is the coward. It is Isa in the Quran is the coward, because Allah is a coward, and the one who told the story is a coward, and that is Muhammad. But Jesus in the Bible, he sacrificed himself in order to free every one of us. Christ is Lord, Islam is false.